provide regeneration because that's what the Big Satyr does.
I
Or just
honestly
nothing.
hope she does a Luminous with it and just stacks up this creep camp.
Yeah, for why don't you tell the viewers what Luminous does with his? Because if I'm telling it, that would just be egocentric. But if I ask you to do it, that would be less egocentric.
Well, every Luminous game involving a Mortrid always involves like 5 or 6 stacked creep camps from the ancients, and he just loves doing it, and it's always very exciting because sometimes it goes really well and he gets like really buff in like 2 minutes of just attacking these things. Or sometimes there's big team fights and everyone dies, and one
And
team
then
or
we get
another
creep jacked.
and one team or another, creep jacking happens. It can be a horrible mess.
Creep jacking like Warcraft 3. Looks like there was a gank on that Naga. Naga lived with 9 HP, surviving a roar, frost arrow, and silence, giving popping his mirror image at the very last second. So a bit of action, but still very very tame.
A
But
bit
like
of
you
action.
said, hopefully.
That was actually a really confusing play by the Nerubian. Like he went in, balls deep basically, and only got out because he ulted and ran away, and ended up having no mana. I didn't know why he just threw his ults or like threw himself in there like that. He didn't have to. He could have just stunned and backed off, but he.
Maybe I don't know. That is an interesting question. I guess maybe he was waiting for teammate support, but it never came or something.
But he is
So
he is pro and I'm not, so I'm not gonna judge him.
yeah, I mean, a lot of these players they do a lot of things that on face surface like makes no sense or doesn't mean anything. But if you analyze it, there's a lot of stuff to talk about. It looks like Beastmaster had picked up a regen rune.
One thing I am watching for is for the moment in this game when this Nerubian assassin switches his treads to int just so he can cast that one last spell.
That would be pretty pro. Now, speaking of pro Chinese players, a couple of you guys, or a lot of you guys noticed that I did put out like a 14-second videos. And since there's not much action going on, I will talk about half of it. I asked in that video, what is the true riddle in here? And a lot of people weren't really impressed, saying that it was a deny at the end. No, it's not the deny at the end, because there's nothing pro about deny. It's just whatever. The pro thing is that Pugna actually drew aggro for the line, and a lot of players actually gave the wrong answer, saying that it was the Pugna right-clicking a Spectre. If you watch that video carefully again, Pugna was too far away from the Spectre and thus unable to right-clicker to draw the creep aggro at least. He actually right-clicked his own teammate, Lion, and the game has it programmed such that if you actually click any hero, whether it's enemy or teammate, you could draw creep aggro. So basically he drew creep aggro from his teammate just by attacking his own teammate, basically. So, I mean, again, like I was saying earlier, very deceptive plays that very small, and it's still very good. There is a bit of action, but
there was a bit of action, so I was considering cutting you off, but it looks like it's just another, massive number of spells for intimidation.
And nothing happening.
But that is something I only learned today, and it might not seem like the most important thing at the moment, but just consider, like, I've seen this before, and there's a moment where, 2 heroes are on the same team are standing under an enemy tower, and one's almost dead, and the tower's hitting him, and he can't get out of range in time. But if you know this, then you can attack your own teammate, and the tower will switch to you.
Yeah, pretty nice, useful tricks. And looks like Nerubian Assassin has gone down. That Drow Ranger sporting a plus 132. She's at 200 damage. 16 minutes in. Insane stuff.
Very scary. Like.
And with the help of True Shot Aura. Go ahead, sorry. I keep cutting you off.
She's got She's got items from 30 minutes into the game at 17 minutes here.
And I think they're going to go for Roshan. A bit early in my opinion, but why not if you're doing 200 damage?
If she drops the Roshan, she'll be able to almost afford the stat part, what's that thing? Ultimate orb part of her Manta, which is ridiculous. I'm expecting possibly a 20-minute Manta here. This could be a really messy draw.
She has let's see, 1600 gold, and if you turn Fog of War off just right now, she is doing the Luminous. She is stacking Ancients. So that's another division of her Chinese APM. You know, he's gonna pull.
That was a guess.
Badass.
I did not watch this replay before,
Yeah.
I swear, but this is really exciting because, well, there aren't any
Going
wards.
for the pull right now? No, there are no wards, and he's gonna go for the pull. He has pulled successfully, but yeah, he's just farming everywhere, even the Ancients. And I don't know, like Sentinel, they do have the Naga, but there is a really strong Drow Ranger. I mean, and she has dominated Wolf just now, so plus like a lot more damage.
If this
what do you think about this?
If this Naga gets silenced before she can split, it's gonna be too much damage for her to be able to come back from. She needs to build that Manta before she can be involved in any team fights, so that she can Manta off the silence.
Yeah, and
and the Satyr dies to the creeps. That's
poor
the sad
Micro,
story.
where you at, man?
Come on, Asian.
Come on.
Why you let us down?
Looks like there is engagement mid lane. A lot of spell goes off. Looks like the tower aggro's on Nevermore. Nevermore has BKB but dies immediately. The sleep a second too late. Is there gonna go for a tower? No, just doing some extra damage on the tower. Looks like everyone's gonna back out, and they just lost Nevermore for basically nothing at this point.
Nothing.
Kind of a bad dive, I guess.
Narub has to go heal with full mana. Oh, sad.
No, he's gonna pop it some at the
No,
creeps.
He's gonna use some of his mana.
Yeah, a good tip for newer players that if you have full mana, even if you're low, just blow it on something, because you could make a big gold for yourself.
Yeah, walk into the jungle and just blast the weak creeps or something. Now we said that this Naga was farming well, but compared to this Drow, it just doesn't look like she has
Anything, right?
anything. Like, does she have items on the crow? Where is everything? Oh, she's got the diffusal coming. That's the full diffusal. Okay, I was worried for a moment because those look like my items 20 minutes into the game, not a pro, not a pro with huge support.
Now, going for the diffusal blade again, not a bad choice. That means it's a second disable going along with the net, and if you can net a Necrolyte or a silencer, just surround her. That's gonna be really easy. And like you said earlier, 20-minute Manta, and she's already finishing the Roshan, or not the Roshan, the ancient camps.
Yeah, she's got her ancient camp. She's gonna leave the rest of them because she wants to go fight. She wants to go test out her new toy.
And that Wolf, tanking a lot of damage, but still bravely fighting, finally gets owned by the Nevermore, but trades his life for the Wolf. And like, they're gonna go in. Looks like there is a Darkseer in the middle of everything, not catching a world. Just one more hit, that Viper pick on it, but boom! He's got axe, buddy.
Ooh. And I've got one friend, and I know he may or may not watch this, but I would like to give him a shout out to him because he hates Beastmaster's axes. And pub-wise, I don't know. I don't see it as viable, but he tells me that non-axes Beastmaster is viable, and he just jungles for 20 minutes, comes out and just
with no axes Beast. Is that even possible?
Yeah, well, I mean, when most games we play are stomps, like we TDA or whatever, and he jungles with Beastmaster. He goes like stats and aura. And
that's hella pro, dude.
And he makes himself into a right-click hero. He might as well go 6 Sanjas.
Dude, you shouldn't question TDA pros, because they will be saying, "See you at TDA, where I will certainly skull fuck you with my superior Dota skills."
I've heard that before.
If you don't know where that reference comes in, go YouTube and type in pro TDA Dota or something, and you will have like a 6-minute laugh.
I actually haven't seen this video, so I'm going to be asking for a link after this commentary.
So I apologize if we're talking not much about this game, but really it's just mostly both sides farming. Can you give us another creep check since it has been like 10 minutes?
Well, on top of Beastmaster's Blink and Vanguard, we've got 119 on the Drow, which you wouldn't be that impressed by until you saw her 42 neutral kills, a lot of which are going to be these Ancients, which is terrifying because having 100 at 20 minutes, and it's only 22 minutes now, is considered quite impressive.
Yeah, 6 a minute, still with the ancient creeps added along. Looks like there is a lot of pressure on this second tower of Sentinel, but they should have enough, just stuff to throw. It looks like Beastmaster blinks in. He is a bit
Blinks
of
into the 3.
position. Oh. And there is a ulti, not doing that much, but Sentinel backing out from there. I'm not sure what they're waiting for.
Once again, ultis of intimidation. Look at that.
I know, they hella intimidate. I guess they were afraid for that Drow Ranger. I mean, Scourge really stacked at this point. They have that early mecha on Necro insane. I mean, even Silencer with 0 item will screw you up with that silence globally.
Yeah,
And,
I guess the silencer wasn't a carry pick at all. Surprise!
Yeah, just more like a support. So.
Yeah, he's got the
He's
curse.
warding
And he's got the global. No, Venge is more of a carry in this game than this.
Yeah, dude.
This guy. Don't worry.